What's going on, everybody? I'm going to do a quick, I don't know, build guide, I guess, of my Hearts Desire Sinew build. I got the items and I decided I want to try them out. I'm sure somebody else has done this out there, but this is of completely my own design. I didn't have any outside information on this one because I didn't really see anybody using it for the streams and like videos I've seen. Nobody was really doing this. I'm sure it can be optimized much better than what I have it, but this works really well for me. It's a good build, strong build. At the end, I'll just show a clip of me killing the Echo Knight with no active echoes. Um, But yeah, we're just gonna walk through the items. We're doing this video in one take, so might be a little bit long-winded, but I'll try to cover everything. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments, and if you have any tips or information to make this build better, please feel free to share. So this is what I did with it. Obviously, the required items to build this are going to be the one-handed rapier Sinew and the shield Heart's Desire. I do not meet the requirements for Heart's Desire, which, as far as I know, just means I'm getting less defense from it, which I don't care about. I just care about the healing increased, and the stagger resistance is also pretty nice. I decided to go with a plague damage infusion only because I have not done any other builds with plague damage infusion yet, so I decided why not. Works pretty good. I'm quite certain you could swap to frost or lightning and it would be pretty similar. Maybe less boss damage unless you do like the shatter tech. But we use Sinew for the lifesteal increase by 25%, damage increased by 30% against low health enemies, and we don't parry, so we don't care about that. Our rare, or I mean, sorry, our plagued gear is all mesh except for these pants. Mostly because I didn't have the pants for the set, but also due to weight limit reasons. As you can see, I have feathers in quite a few things, plus weight decreased on a couple things. The important stats are damage taken decreased based on durability, focus cost decreased at low health, and then you can kind of fill in the other stuff with what you want. Again, I went with item weight, mostly just because I wanted as few points in equip load as possible while maintaining mostly mesh gear. And the chest piece, we have damage taken decreased at low health, which is a big deal. We have stamina recovery based on durability. We don't use a lot of stamina, so I have almost no stamina. So when we do need it, the little bit of extra recovery is kind of nice. Again, you can tweak the numbers a little bit, add some more stats into stamina if you want, or just roll off stamina recovery and do something else. Regenerate health in combat is also basically a worthless stat. I don't really know what else I would put in that slot, so I just left it. It didn't really matter. Gloves, again, damage taken decreased. Healing increased based on durability. Stamina recovery again. Parry disabled because we don't really care about parry. Damage taken decreased on durability. Healing increased based on durability. Stamina cost decreased at low health. That's the only stamina cost thing that I would for sure keep is that one. We don't usually run into stamina issues, but occasionally we do when we have to like do a lot of running and stuff like that, but it's usually fine. Because we're low life, we are using the lifesteal and max health decreased ring. You don't have to do a low life. I just wanted to do a low life build because why not? And then we are a rune spamming build, so this is a must-have for a rune spamming low life life leech build, basically. This ring is not mandatory at all. There's plenty of other good things. You could put the rune damage ring on. You could put the speed ring or armor ring. There's tons of other good rings you could put here. This simply makes my points slightly more efficient, very slightly more efficient. So basically, if I took, as you can see on the side of the screen there, I have 36 points into focus. If I took all of the points that I added into focus and took this ring off and put them into health, I would have slightly less health than I do now. So I just put this ring on I was testing stuff and I just left it because the build works. This is not mandatory at all. But if you want to do low life, you definitely need these. And then you will also need to roll max health decrease on 2 pieces of gear. So as you can see, I am at exactly 50% with 16 here, 14 here, and 20 here. You want to be as close to 50% as possible, so you can see in the top right that I have 200 health out of 400. And the gameplay loop, basically, for non-bosses, this is basically my entire gameplay loop, is spin to win here. That's it. That is all I do. I apologize if the game sound is a little bit loud. I will monitor that. But yeah, that's basically all I do on non-bosses. On bosses, like the Echo Knight, I basically just do that. So that's it. This is a really strong attack that knocks down most enemies. And it also knocks them back pretty far, so you can just knock things off of edges if you're in the Crucible. Or just keep things basically perma unlocked by spin to win. And then, yeah, like I said, you can even do some bosses. I have done some T4 Pestilent bosses where I was able to unlock them just spinning like that. Other than that, yeah, you just use the little stabby rune and you're good to go. So that's it. That is the low life Sinew spin to win build that I did, and I will open up a clip real quick here of me killing the Echo Knight with no active echoes. So we're gonna switch over to this, and then we need to bring this up. One second. To find it. Okay, here we go. All right. And as you can see, I go through the top here and have no what is happening? Okay. We have no echoes active. I literally just recorded this a couple minutes ago. I guess I could have just done the full video in one shot, but I wasn't sure if I was going to make the video today or tomorrow. I quickly go through the stuff there. It's not like a super clean fight, but it's not too terrible. It's not too terrible. The sound here is really out of sync. I don't know why. I did record a couple of kills on this guy, and the sound was out of sync every time, so I don't know what's going on with that. So you'll have to excuse the seemingly random sound here. It's kind of wild. Well, yeah, it's pretty easy. I just, stab him, stab him, stab him. Once I get rolling on him, it's pretty easy to win. He basically can't do anything once you start the combo. It is a very strong build. I will say that spamming one attack the whole time does get a little bit boring after a while, but like this build is just a straight up farmer. Like he pretty much at level 21 he was doing like T4 Pestilence and farming echo night, albeit with echoes at the time. But yeah, I mean that's it. That's the video. And there you have it. So I'm gonna call it a day for this video. Again, if you have any questions or any tips or anything like that, any feedback, please leave it in the comment section below. Hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. It's been a really good update. I think the devs are doing a really good job. Love this game a lot. It actually blows other games out of the water for me. So if you are thinking about coming back to it or you're thinking about trying it, I do recommend it. Personally, I really have a lot of fun. And with that, I will just leave you guys there. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.